let's see. Let's move a bit towards production. Let's move that up. And then decrease my supplies just a bit, so I can at least have some kind of let's do some upgrades. Let's see, I want to, what do I want to do? Let's produce some transports. Not so much that, because I also need infantry. How should I do this? How many infantry can I do? I can do 6. Okay, and they are basically 5 IC each. And then 4 IC for the transports. Oops. Alright, let's see here. So I can get, what, 8? But then I'm also looking at the manpower. Okay. So let's do 3 transports. Let's do 15. Let's do 30 like that. And then invest in some infantry. We'll do 2 of that. I definitely need to do agricultural. Ooh. You know what? Tank not important right now. I'm gonna cut that off. Whoops, that was too quick. All right, University of Toronto, do your work, research. There we go. So I can, you know, get more of a manpower like that way. All right, so we got that going. Supplies are slightly going down, which is quite understandable. Let's see. Let's pause that real quick. Okay, I'm not really worried about that. Whoop, there we go. That works just fine right there. Perfect. It will stop. Don't worry. There it goes. Alright, so this is pretty much Kaiserreich. Again. And we got Mexico, the radical socialists down there. Emilio Zapata. Yeah, Zapata. La Plata, which is Argentina. Brazil, which is social conservative, which is actually what they were before. And the vanilla version. Ecuador, Peru, things like that. Yay. What else? We've just got Australasia down here, which actually looks kind of cool. It looks real cool. I like their flag too. I might take that. Let's see. And of course the Netherlands never changed because, well, they were pretty much neutral in the First World War, so, you know, they kind of got away with it. Let's see, Admiral Betty's last request. Admiral David Betty, first Earl Betty's died today. Age 65, as the hero of the first Battle of Jutland and a member of the House of Lords. His opinion in the naval affairs has still carried significant weight. The Admiral has always criticized the current Chief of the Navy and argued for his replacement with the British Admiral. Most of the House of Lords seem to agree with the late Admiral, though the incumbent is a popular and competent man. Ooh. Yeah, let's replace him. I know, painful. So there's our cabinet right there. Okay, whoops. Not getting much in production. That's not. Oh yeah, because I got hit. Shit. That wasn't gonna work out anyway. All right. Come on, Field Marshal. Okay, so the new king is pressuring the Prime Minister to make a choice as who will lead the forces of Canada. We must choose wisely. If we choose a Canadian man, then we would risk alienating the exiles. We must also think of the future of Canada as well. This will not be easy. Oh, joy to the world. Okay, so tech team, tech team, tech team. So at least I get a tech team out of it. National descent increased by 2. That's not good. Ooh, this is gonna... Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I'll keep Irons. Ooh. I'll take him as the who was it? George Vayner. Alright, the British Royal Command. The king was eager to begin the effort to retake England and throw the socialists into the sea. He insisted that the Royal Command staff would be the right course. Many Canadians believed that losing any control of its military would be an affront to the Canadian sovereignty. Ooh. Damn. Increase in dissent. That's not good. I was just doing it to decrease it. Crap. Let's work with the British in this case. So they can, you know, at least finally leave Canada. Gotta get rid of the British here. Because, you know, so we're going to work with them and then, you know, throw them back onto the island where they belong. So we'll do that. You know, work with the British and then just throw them out of Canada. That's the way it's going to work. I was working on decreasing my national descent too, bastards. Alright, so we got a research done. Great. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. I want to work with the Navy. Let's look at naval doctrines. Alright, I know this thing too exciting. I thought I had music going. Something happened to it. I don't know what. It went somewhere. Probably went bye-bye for all I know. But sorry for the lack of music. I'll think of something. I might even replace it with EU3 music for all those people who, you know, keep, you know, posting on my channel saying, hey, you know what? How about EU3? So I might do that. Who knows? Let's see. Let's do that. Let's get the general hospital, war hospital system going. Very important. Alright, so let's see. Supply consumption, organization, regain, nice. Who else is there? Manpower growth. Kenneth Stewart. Should I get rid of you to replace with Kenneth Stewart? So I can have manpower growth? Uh-oh. Xipi Sanbal, I don't know if I said that right, declared war on Mongolia. Uh-oh. Let's go watch this war, folks. Yes, there will be a lot of wars breaking out. I'm probably sure of that. So here's one war. This is the pretty much the typical Central Asian war that always happens, no matter what. Oops, forgot to get rid of that. Yeah, that was just my yeah. Empress of Japan flotilla, Empress of Australia flotilla, and Empress of Britain flotilla. Ah, sweet. Alright, so far so good. So my my transports are coming finished, and so are my my infantry, which is great. Alright, so I'll deploy those as soon as I look at this battle. Arming the nation. Let's see. The King's accession marks the beginning of a new era. The ad hoc, I think that's ad hoc, and difficult task of the strengthening Canadian industry. Yes, that's pretty much an impossible task, I think. integrating the Royal Navy and finding a place for the hundreds of thousands of British exiles and trying tests Canada. For Canada, not of Canada, but for Canada. But we have a surviving the initial storm. We are stronger now, but now we must refine our strengths so that those that they will equal those the other great powers. Prime Minister and his government are therefore putting together a comprehensive security and military bill that will address the various national interests facing Canada. The legislation will be known as Bill C-7. Have the bill authored solely by the Liberal Party or make a bipartisan effort? Try to make a bipartisan effort, folks. I could have gone Liberal, but Okay, the bill C-7. Future of Canada's industry. Holy shit, that was a fast bill. Damn, you guys. You guys know how to write quick. Okay, when the Great War began, the British Prime Minister Herbert Asquith said that the industry would proceed as business as usual. The ensuing shell crisis and the difficulty found in equipping the British Army has shown us that if another